Donald Trump is being Donald Trump every day. And he said the following: trade reform and the negotiation of great trade deals is the quickest way to bring our jobs back. Sounds like a great Trumpian kind of thing. Do you agree with him? He's finally starting to say some economic things. Does it make sense to you? Aaron, you're smiling.
Well, I'm smiling because, yeah, if we could renegotiate these trade deals in a way that's really favorable to the United States, great. That would bring jobs back. That would be awesome. I just think what he's saying is highly impractical because there's somebody on the other side of the negotiations, China, for example, Mexico as another example, who are going to do what's in their best interest. And we have these deals on the books right now, at least NAFTA's on the books. And it is what it is, right? And you can't turn back the clock on that.
And so one of his proposals, at least with regard to NAFTA, was, well, you know what, we're going to renegotiate, and if we don't like the terms, well, we're just going to pull out. Now, NAFTA is only between 3 countries, right, in North America?
I mean, the ironic thing is that TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is this trade deal between a bunch of Pacific countries, is a renegotiation of NAFTA. It would replace NAFTA. And so that's what the Obama administration is trying to do. They say it's the best trade deal we've ever done in terms of protecting workers and the environment. You know, Trump does not get into the details of what he actually wants in these renegotiations, which makes it difficult to analyze.
Yeah. Do you think that what he's saying is actually true? Will this actually bring jobs back? I mean, all of these things are responses to globalization.
I think that, you know, the one thing that he brings up that politicians have brought up in the past is this idea of currency manipulation. There are many economists who do believe that our economic competitors, like Japan in particular right now, are forcing their currency lower, and that's causing job losses here in America. The U.S. government has not really taken a hard line on this yet. It seems like there's a turning point now in the political atmosphere here that says maybe the Treasury Department really will start to hammer other countries on that, and that could be a positive for U.S. employment.
Do you agree, Aaron?
It's a positive for U.S. employment if it doesn't trigger a trade war that collapses the global economy.
Oh, is that
right? I mean, that's really what we're talking about here. I mean, trade is good for the global economy. It's been really good for very poor people in China who are now approaching something that we would consider middle class, but it has been very difficult. A lot of people in this country who once had middle class jobs that have disappeared. These manufacturing jobs have disappeared in large numbers, and they're not coming back in a big way in part because of globalization, because of our trade deals, and because of productivity, because of technology. Right. You just don't need as many people in a factory as you once did to make the same amount of stuff. So it's much more complicated than just saying, hey, we're going to renegotiate these trade deals and the jobs are going to come rolling back. And to Chris's point, I wish Donald Trump would explain in some detail how he thinks it's going to work.
Right. Do you think that Trump will change his tune if he's elected president? Because he's clearly appealing to the populist side of things, but he's got to cater to business people eventually.
Right, but I think that all indications are that he truly believes this. He's been talking about this sort of stuff since the 80s with Japan. And so I think that, you know, I think Donald Trump really will go into the White House next year and want to, you know, negotiate hard.